Welcome to Harmony Tuesday. Today we're talking about Like Crazy by Jimin. I had a very hard time deciding what the level of harmonies in the song should be. I graded according to how many there are, how complex they are, if there are lots of ad-libs and stuff like that. So first I wrote down 4, then I wrote down 5, and then I wrote down 6. But in the end I decided maybe I should stick with 5, the golden middle. But I would say this is the range that this is moving in, so it's somewhere in the middle of an amount of harmonies. I also want to say straight away that there is quite a bit of delay effect on some of those vocals. So sometimes it sounds like there are more than there actually are, but that's very normal in popular music. This is the way it's done nowadays. So why I wrote down 4 at the very beginning is that it does seem at the beginning like there's actually fairly little going on concerning hidden vocals, harmonies, ad-libs, and that kind of stuff. But when you actually listen to Hidden Vocals version, you will notice that there's actually a lot more going on than one might initially think. So one really has to tease them apart. They're very well blended. And that is honestly an art form in its own. But yeah, there is more to them than what originally meets the ear, but you have to pay a little closer attention to get all of them or most of them than is the case with a lot of BTS songs. I also want to say straight away that I found it hard to tease all the harmonies apart properly. So there were a few that I might have missed, and of course what I describe in those harmony videos, it's only what I think sticks out and what I like listening to. It's hardly ever everything concerning harmonies and ad-libs that is to a song, because then these videos would have to range between 20 minutes and 2 hours, and we don't want that. What sticks out to me? The first one is the chorus harmonies. The harmonies in Like Crazy are mostly focused on the chorus, which is very common for popular music. And there are mainly higher harmonies. Not all of them are by Jimin, but quite a few of them are. We'll get to that a little bit later on. But there are also some lower ones, and all the lower harmonies are by Jimin. If you listen to Hidden Vocals version, it's very clear that it's Jimin. And I love low harmony Jimin. Every time again. He gets me with that every time again. He's not even trying, and it still works. Yeah, that's the life. In the second verse, we also have some low harmonies by Jimin. They're an octave below the main vocals. Let's just say that's a weakness of mine. I love the low harmonies. I personally am very bad at doing harmonies that are lower than the main voice, except if I can do them in octave steps. So this is not just an, oh my god, Jimin's voice sounds so good when he sings low, because it does. It's also just me admiring how good he is in finding harmonies and in technical things of being a singer. Another one I want to point out is the ad-libs in the outro. I think they speak for themselves. I think you can hear them pretty well in the normal version, but if you want to hear the full extent and them in a little more of an isolated manner, you can listen to Hidden Vocals version. I have 2 secret gems today. One of them is the female backing vocals. They are by an artist called Blush. I know nothing about her, I have to admit that. Also, if you know anything about her, I'm using the wrong pronouns, please call me out and tell me and correct me. Anyways, you have to actually listen to a Hidden Vocals version, I think, to properly hear her voice. Because, as I already mentioned at the beginning, the vocals in the song, especially the backing vocals in the song, are very, very well blended together. And so all the backing vocals put together, they form a very coherent or cohesive, whatever, mass that you really need to isolate to kind of take them apart. She is a lot more noticeable, as I already said, in a hidden vocals version. You can clearly hear that there is a female vocalist, aside from what Jimin is doing, because he's obviously singing high harmonies too. But I think that especially in some of the high harmonies, she's doing more than he is. But it's very well blended together, and I think their vocal tones work very well together. That's why it sounds so cohesive and coherent. And the second one is in the outro. For the part that goes, I want to stay in this dream, there is a lower harmony, again, lower harmony, where Jimin sings an octave below the main vocals, and it's everything. I love the lower harmony things, as I already mentioned, and this song was a lot more giving in that respect than I thought it would be. Like, I wasn't expecting to find a lot of lower harmonies because you can't hear them super clearly in the main version. So I was very much there for all these beautiful, unexpected little gems. Okay, so the question for today is, do you own Jimin's Face album? Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon again in another Harmony Tuesday video.